A very good afternoon from a very noisy Perth. I'm currently at a recycling plant here getting unloaded with washing machines, TVs, microwaves, you name it, anything that you want to chuck out from a household point of view. That is on my trailer at the moment getting unloaded. So I do apologise for the background noise. Of course, yesterday morning was the coldest UK June morning since 2012. Temperature reached minus 2.4 Celsius at Altnahar. You have to go back to the 5th of June 2012 for a colder temperature when Loch Lascarnoch reached minus 3.5. So yeah, it has been as cold as minus 3, minus 4 in the month of June. I think the June record is in fact minus 5. So it still can get chilly even at this time of the year. Certainly Eastern Europe at the moment is far from chilly. We're talking about temperatures well into the 30s as far north as the Arctic Circle here. So very hot indeed across Eastern Europe. We're in fresher air here across Western Europe, as you can see here, and even down across Spain. Northern parts of Spain, 15, 16, 17 and 18 degrees here across the north of Spain, so nothing to write home about for the time of the year. And of course, I also wrote on my article that I've just published today that parts of southern England on the summer solstice was colder than it was back during the winter solstice on the 21st of December. So really quite amazing when you think about that. So onwards and upwards. The surface chart precipitation here looks like this here. We've got a high pressure kind of holding on but limping as it does. So we've got a feature here coming into the northwest. We're going to see a spell of fairly heavy rain, increased winds. I think that this precipitation is going to be longer spells of rain, but also intense shower activity as well. Of course, when you get that strong incoming solar radiation at this time of the year, you tend to bubble up the atmosphere, and of course you get the showers and even some thunderstorms in this type of regime as well. That feature sinks southwards with its shower activity and increased breeze. You notice here that we've got an area of high pressure that's just kind of trying to cling on to the UK airspace, and it will do. It's going to build in because that feature here is going to sink south. It's going to weaken as it does so, and then it's going to allow this area of high pressure to become somewhat more dominant across the UK as we go forward here. So you can see here that continues to kind of spin away over the north of France, continuing to spiral some showers and perhaps some thunderstorms through the central swathe of England and Wales here. Always drier, sunnier and warmer across the north of the UK. So looking at the pressure chart here, this is how we're looking as we go through the next few days here. So you can see here that we've got a feature across France and Spain, keeping temperatures well below normal here. We've got the high pressure up across the north. Then we get this little feature comes down, and then as it does so, it will actually somewhat in the 500 millibar height level kind of strengthen somewhat. You can see the blues representing the deeper low here in the upper atmosphere, and that's going to stimulate plenty of shower activity, I think, over England and Wales. But you notice here that we've got the strongest heights across the north here, across Scotland, where we're going to be seeing temperatures rise in the coming days and through the weekend and even beyond in the next week as well. I think that feature eventually starts to fade, and then high pressure becomes more the dominant player here across the UK. Nothing particularly blowtorch, but certainly it will be relatively strong to take us out of June and into the month of July here. Looking at the 2 meter temperature anomalies here, the feature that we're talking about here, keeping temperatures well below normal, Spain and France into England and Wales, of course with higher pressure, more sunshine, warmer conditions and warmer than normal conditions across Ireland and across Scotland. And then as we skip through, you can see here the feature over the next 24 to 36 hours moves down over the UK, keeping things cool, and then high pressure rebuilds, re-establishes over the UK, and we'll start to see the temperatures warmer than normal. Definitely across Scotland, particularly Scotland, Northern England and Northern Ireland, and as well as the Republic. We're going to see temperatures quite firmly above average day by day here and eventually the warmer than normal will start to creep back into England and Wales, but it's going to be more in the way of shower activity, suppressed temperatures because we've got an increase in cloud build-up during the daytime. With, of course, lower heights, cooler air in the mid-levels, you tend to have that process where when you start to see the sunshine building during the morning hours, you see the thermals getting going, starts to build, of course, clouds into the atmosphere and produces showers and thunderstorms across this region here. The atmosphere just being that bit more capped further north, so less showers, less cloud cover, more in the way of sun, and of course plenty of warm weather to speak about. So the outlook is looking fairly decent once you get past the next few days with low pressure dominance. I think we're going to start to see a fairly warm start to the month of July. That's it for today. Hope you have a great day. Back in the next couple of days with more. Bye for now.